Today's lesson is Festive Lights and Joyful Nights, the best of New York's Christmas season. Hi, everybody. I'm Roger.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane.
And we are nearing the end of 2024. 2025 is about to start in a couple of days. And we are in New York City. Now, remember, December 25th is Christmas. And during this time, it's Christmas season in New York City all the way up until New Year's Day, which is coming up again, as I said. And last time, we introduced some things for you to check out in New York City during the Christmas season. What sort of things can you check out in New York during Christmas season?
Well, as we mentioned, that we can go to Central Park. We can do ourselves some ice skating. We can see some of the beautiful light displays that are all around. There is an abundance of things to do in New York City during Christmas.
Right, you could check out a ballet, you could check out the North Pole and Macy's Santaland. Oh, there are certainly lots of things to do, and there are probably lots of other things to do that we haven't mentioned here. Well, let's find out what New Year's Eve is all about in New York City. Let's find out about Seasons Eatings now, the food you can enjoy during this time of year. Let's listen to the first part right now.
Seasons Eatings. Tasty seasonal snacks can be found all over New York. The German restaurant Rolf's is almost entirely covered in Christmas decorations and serves a variety of gourmet dishes. In contrast, Union Square Holiday Market provides a more casual experience. There, you'll find a mouth-watering range of treats, from gingerbread cookies to hot soups, perfect for a chilly day. And don't forget the season's signature beverages. Starbucks in particular is known for festive menu additions such as its gingerbread latte and peppermint mocha.
大家好，第一部分介绍形容词 seasonal， 意思是季节性的或是季节的。例如 The store offers a wide selection of seasonal fruits and vegetables. 那间店供应选择广泛的时令水果和蔬菜。或者This part of the country is highly affected by seasonal storms. 该国的这一区相当容易遭受季节性暴风雨侵袭。接着看到形容词 gourmet， 表示美味佳肴的或是珍馐的。例如 The guests were excited to try the celebrity chef's latest gourmet creation. 宾客们兴奋地尝试这位名厨最新的珍馐创作。或是 The hotel hired a new gourmet chef. 那间饭店雇佣了一名新的美食主厨。继续看到形容词 signature， 它的意思是为点点点所特有的、招牌的或是标志性的。例如 The chef's signature dish featured a unique mix of local spices. 这位主厨的招牌菜特色是当地香料的独特融合。也可以说 The chocolate cake is our signature dessert. 巧克力蛋糕是我们的招牌甜点。再来看到名词 beverage， 表示饮料。可以说On a hot day, there is nothing like drinking a nice cold beverage. 在炎热的天气里，没有什么比喝一杯好喝的冷饮更棒的了。又或者说 Steve was thirsty, so he ordered a beverage from the waiter at the restaurant. Steve 口渴了，所以他向餐厅的服务生点了一杯饮料。
The first part here is referring to Seasons Eatings, which is kind of a clever usage of the word eatings because it sounds like Seasons Greetings. Right. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, or whatever. And eatings here is not technically used that often, but we can understand what it means by the context. It just means the food that you can eat during the Christmas season.
Right. This is a cute play on words, Seasons Eatings. So tasty seasonal snacks can be found all over New York. So seasonal just meaning happening during a season. We've got spring, summer, fall, and winter. And of course, now we are in the winter. So we're going to have some snacks that we're probably going to warm you up during the cold weather that you're going to find in New York around New Year's time.
Right. Of course, there are lots of different kinds of people living in New York. You've got Hispanics, you've got blacks, you've got whites, you've got everybody, including Germans, or at least people who have German ancestry. And the German restaurant Rolf's is almost entirely covered in Christmas decorations and serves a variety of gourmet dishes. So the name of this restaurant is Rolf's. It's entirely covered with Christmas decorations. So you know the Germans pretty much gave us most of the traditions we have regarding Christmas. So you can bet these decorations at Rolf's will be really spectacular, really amazing. And also, if you're hungry after you've looked at the Christmas decorations, you can try some of their gourmet dishes. And gourmet just means high-quality cooking.
And expensive.
Right.
Usually it's going to cost you a pretty penny. But that's what you can expect when you are going out to a special restaurant for New Year's. In contrast, Union Square Holiday Market provides a more casual experience. So if you're not wanting to spend the money on a gourmet meal, you can head on over to Union Square Holiday Market and get a casual experience where I'm sure you can buy things for a much lower price and still fill up your belly.
There you'll find a mouth-watering range of treats from gingerbread cookies to hot soups, perfect for a chilly day. So if something's mouth-watering, it's really, really tasty. Indeed, when you look at it, you'll actually start drooling.
Oh, drool.
Or you start to have a lot of saliva in your mouth. I don't know if you really will, but basically it just means it looks really delicious.
Yes, right. And gingerbread cookies just being cookies that have ginger as the main ingredient or the ingredient that gives it its taste, and those are quite traditional to eat during the holiday season. And you can get yourself some hot soup, which, yes, on a chilly day, on a cold day, you're going to want to get yourself some chicken noodle soup or, some nice minestrone soup to warm you up and fill your belly.
Right, or you may try to find a Chinese restaurant and have a hot pot to warm yourself up. I know that works pretty well for me during the cold winter.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, that's really tasty. But you can have some of these hot soups, different kinds of hot soup, for this chilly day at the end of the year. And don't forget the season's signature beverages. Now, if something's signature, that means it represents a certain time or a certain place, like your signature ability to do something. You could say, for example, Eric Clapton has a signature way of playing the guitar, for example. It's unique. Nobody else plays the guitar like he does. And in any case here, we've got some signature beverages or drinks that represent New York or represent the Christmas season. A beverage is, of course, something that you drink, like coffee, tea, Coke, whatever.
Right, and often you get like a signature dish when you go to a restaurant. That will mean it's their special dish, is what they're well known for. And continuing, Starbucks in particular is known for festive menu additions, such as its gingerbread latte and peppermint mocha.
Ooh.
I used to work at Starbucks when I was younger, and I loved their gingerbread latte. Delicious.
That sounds tasty.
And peppermint mocha, can't go wrong with a peppermint mocha either.
I don't know if they have those particular signature dishes or signature drinks here at the Starbucks in Taiwan, but I know that they have the pumpkin spice latte during the autumn, although I don't think that is a drink for the Christmas season. But these are some kinds of drinks you could try while you're in New York City. And, of course, there are lots of Starbucks all over that big metropolis. Okay, let's move on now to the second part of our lesson and talk about a second holiday celebration. What is this all about? Let's find out.
A second holiday celebration. If you're already spending Christmas in New York, why not hang around to ring in the new year? Times Square is the heart of New Year's Eve celebrations, where thousands gather to enjoy the party atmosphere and watch the famous ball drop. But if you don't fancy big crowds of revelers, you could instead opt for an evening boat trip around Upper Bay. At midnight, fireworks dance over the Statue of Liberty, the most spectacular way to greet the new year.
第二部分看到名词 reveler， 意思是狂欢者或是寻欢作乐的人。例如 Local revelers often gather at the square during holidays. 当地的狂欢者经常在假日聚集在广场上。 再看一个例子 The festival attracted revelers from all over the country. 这个节日吸引了来自全国各地的狂欢者。
Okay, a second holiday celebration. If you're already spending Christmas in New York, why not hang around to ring in the new year? So to hang around just means to spend time somewhere, usually in a casual way. It's not working. Usually you are hanging around with some friends. You're just doing kind of nothing at all or nothing in particular. Kind of a slang way of saying is chillin'. Now, to ring in the new year just means to bring in the new year, which just you count down to 0, and as soon as the clock strikes 12, maybe bells are ringing and it's 12 o'clock, it's midnight and starting the first day of the year.
Right, indeed. So you could hang around or just remain in New York City to experience Times Square and the dropping of the ball there to bring in the new year or to ring in the new year. Again, we're talking about Times Square, which is Broadway and 42nd Street, and it's the heart of New Year's Eve celebrations where thousands gather to enjoy the party atmosphere and watch the famous ball drop.
Right, I've seen that on television.
That's right. Most people probably have seen it on television. It happens the next day here in Taiwan on New Year's Day at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so. You can check that out on TV. And it's got a party atmosphere there, which kind of means the general feeling of the place. People are excited. They're having fun. They're eating, they're drinking, they're enjoying themselves. And then right at midnight, you can watch the famous ball drop. This ball kind of goes down a pole, and then when it gets to the bottom of the new year begins, and everybody cheers, and they sing Auld Lang Syne, and of course couples kiss each other, and it's really, really exciting.
Yes, but if you don't fancy big crowds of revelers, I think like myself, I know the older I get, the less I fancy being around big crowds of revelers. Now, revelers are just people enjoying themselves and partying. Oftentimes they are drunk and a bit out of control. So you could instead opt for an evening boat trip around Upper Bay. Now, that sounds a little bit more up my alley. Now, to opt for something just means that you can choose to do that thing. It's like an option, right? To opt for something. So I think an evening boat trip to see the new year, definitely for me, beats being in a crowd of drunk people.
Right, and you can cruise around Upper Bay, which I believe is somewhere near the island of Manhattan. And at midnight, fireworks dance over the Statue of Liberty, the most spectacular way to greet the new year. So yes, check it out. If you're lucky, you can get on that boat and check out the fireworks display that will dance over the Statue of Liberty. So we're using the word dance here to describe the fireworks. Yeah.
Metaphorically, right?
Metaphorically, yes. If you see the fireworks up in the sky, it seems like they're dancing up there.
That's it. Sounds like a sight to behold. All right, so that brings us to the end of the second part. So let's get into the third part. So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Make no mistake, Christmas in New York is truly magical. With its dazzling mix of lights, food, and festive fun, it's absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
第三部分看到形容词 dazzling， 指光彩夺目的，或是眼花缭乱的，也可以是耀眼的意思。举例来说 ，The jeweler showcased a dazzling collection of diamond rings. 该珠宝商展示了一系列光彩夺目的钻戒。再造个例子 The city hosted a dazzling fireworks display for its New Year's celebration. 该市举行了光彩夺目的烟火秀来庆祝新年。最后看到副词 absolutely， 表示绝对的或是确实的。可以说 I am absolutely certain that I can finish the project on time. 我完全有把握可以准时完成这个专案。也可以说 It's absolutely necessary to visit the art museums if you're going to New York. 如果你要去纽约，参观美术馆是绝对必要的。
Okay, so make no mistake. Be sure that Christmas in New York is truly magical. So make no mistake just means you can rest assured, you can be guaranteed, you don't have to worry, you don't have to doubt this. Christmas in New York is a very magical experience. You will enjoy it. It will be a memory that you'll remember for the rest of your life, unless you get mugged or something like that. You don't want that to happen. Do be careful in New York at night. Sometimes it can be dangerous. But with its dazzling mix of lights, food, and festive fun, it's absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, after reading this article, and I'm going to commit myself to make a trip to New York sometime in my life, and I definitely want to go there now during the Christmas season, because it just sounds like I've seen it so many times in movies, on television, and it really just does seem like a magical place, and it would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I definitely want to experience at least once.
Right, that would be pretty cool. Again, I've been in New York during the winter, but not during the Christmas season, so I guess I missed out on that. And it's got a dazzling mix of lights. If something's dazzling, it's really bright, it will blind your eyes, but of course that's not in a bad way. It's something that's very entertaining and something you can get very excited about. It's got a dazzling mix of food and lights and festive fun. So with those things mixed together, it's absolutely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Now, if something's absolute, that means it's 100% that thing. And absolutely here, of course, makes it an adverb. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience if you go to New York during this particular time of year. Although I think if you go to New York at other times of the year, it's also a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Although myself, I think I've been there about 6 or 7 times. I don't remember. But yeah, each time is different and unique. And yeah, I would like to go there during the winter sometime.
Yeah, and so I still have an opportunity to go there for a once-in-a-lifetime experience since I've never experienced New York at all. And I am convinced that it is going to be absolutely wonderful. This dazzling mix of lights, food, and festive fun. It's definitely on my itinerary. I've been convinced through this article. I'm heading to New York. You can't stop me.
Okay, we're at the end of our explanation for today. Let's listen to Hanny.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第一部分介绍了一些纽约的时节美食以及这个季节的特色饮品。文中是用 signature beverages 来指特色饮品。那么 signature 在这里是形容为什么所特有的、招牌的、标志性的。这个用法呢，只会摆在名词的前面来做修饰。而 signature 也可以当名词来表示签名。我们来学习它的字根。好，看到 sign sign， 它当字根有标记、指示、符号或者是签署的意思。在 signature 这个字当中，字根 sign 它表示记号。at 是来自 ate 是动词字尾，那么 ture 是名词字尾，合在一起 signature 就是指签名，它还可以指鲜明的标志特征、招牌特色。我们顺便补充几个相同字根的单字。第一个补充 signify， 它的字根 sign 表示标示。ify 是动词字尾，那当我们把某事物特别标出来，也就是为了标示出它的重要性，或者是为了说明它的含义，用这样的方式应该可以联想到 signify， 它可以表达意味着或者是表示。它其实还可以表达要紧、很重要的语义，只是这个意思常常用在否定句或疑问句里，像 it doesn't signify 就是跟 it doesn't matter 意思差不多。第二个补充的是 assign， 它的字首 as 是来自 ad 表示朝向，字根 sign 它表示标记。同学们可以试着想象，当你拿着一张单子，然后针对每个人标记他们各自要分配的数量或工作，这样应该不难联想到 assign 它有指派、分配的意思。好，那第三个补充的是 resign， 它的字首 re 表示相反， sign 这个字根表示标记。那什么叫做相反标记呢？其实这个字是有典故的，它原本在拉丁文里面是指在账簿上面 画反记号来核销原本的注记，那么后来就引申出辞职的意思了。课文第3部分，他有提到说，纽约的圣诞节充满魔力，结合光彩夺目的灯光、美食和节日欢乐，这无疑是千载难逢的体验。文中他用到 once in a lifetime 来描述千载难逢的，一生中难得一次的。如果我们把连字号拿掉， once in a lifetime 这则是副词片语，像是 This type of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime 这样的机会一生只会出现一次。好，那顺便补充一下， lifetime 是名词，表示一辈子、终生。我们可以用名词加上 of a lifetime 去表达终生难得的某事物，千载难逢的某事物。像如果说 an experience of a lifetime 就是表达千载难逢的经验。好，那么以上今天重点整理，我们来回顾今天单字吧。
Seasonal. Many stores offer discounts on seasonal items during the holidays. Signature. The band's signature sound is a mix of jazz and rock. Beverage. Coffee is a popular beverage around the world. Atmosphere. The library's quiet atmosphere helps people focus on their work. Opt. Luann opted for a sweater instead of a jacket. Absolutely. Marvin is absolutely the best player on the team.
Discussion starter starts now.
Here is our discussion starter for today. The question is, do you prefer celebrating Christmas or New Year's, and why?
I find celebrating Christmas to be more enjoyable. I think it's because New Year's, for me, the older I get, the less I'm interested in staying up and waiting until midnight for the countdown, and I don't really care, and I don't want to get another year older, and it's just another year is passing by. I prefer Christmas.
Me too. I find celebrating Christmas to be more enjoyable since Christmas time, of course, is with family and you're with other people. For New Year's, of course, it was always during winter break, so I wasn't at college, so I wasn't around with my buddies, so I couldn't go to any bar anywhere and celebrate New Year's Eve coming in. I just don't have anybody to get together with for New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, so I felt kind of depressed. I always feel depressed on New Year's Eve, but I always feel really happy on Christmas Day. Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of our program, and please make sure you join us again next time. From all of us here, I am Roger.
I am Shane.
See you next time.